Yo, can I get in on this? I want another 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, you thought it was through. This was just one assignment, boo. Judge checking with God, getting next instructions. You need an advocate, reach out, he might be coming.
This young black king needs no introduction. When he shows up, haters hate seeing him coming.
And no, he's not Malcolm, he's not Martin either. He got his own style.
Ja-da-da-ya, we see ya. This crew, they not looking for the credit. Advocates on the move. This crew, shifting the atmosphere. Advocates on the move.
And when he comes through, you know they coming too. Hey yo, INA, where you at? What it do? They got receipts, they got them files. They gon' investigate an advocate, holding it down.
And when it comes to intel, you know they showing out. You're smiling in Jed's face.
Hold up, check that file. Don't run up on them either, they always in the crowd. INA got his back, you don't know when they around.
This crew, they not looking for the credit. Advocates on the move. This crew, shifting the atmosphere. Advocates on the move.
And then there's Jed's mother, you know she gon' speak. She praying for the people, prophesying what she see.
Jed, God got you covered, he's holding you down. He's showing you his favor, his mercy, his power.
So always stay humble, give God your best. Remember you're a man, ain't no S on your chest. You know where help comes from when you're up or you're down. That crew runs deep, keep the real ones around.
This crew, they not looking for the credit. Advocates on the move. This crew, shifting the atmosphere. Advocates on the move.
Yeah. Runs deep, keep the real ones around. Keep the real ones around. INA runs deep, keep the real ones around. Keep the real ones around.
Folks, it's coming. We're gonna get it. We fought in every one of your damn lousy wars, baby, and you give us nothing. Now you can kill all the black folks you want to, baby, but you will not kill the freedom of black folks. It's coming. We're gonna get it. We fought in every one of your damn lousy wars, baby, and you give us nothing. Now the war is gonna be here because we're gonna be free. Now you kill all you want to, but we kill too.
I don't agree with the moderator nor Reverend Robinson that we want some kind of agreement. We want agreement by which we can live or die. You choose. If you won't listen to me when I make an appeal for the Negroes because you have no concern for the Negroes, listen to me when I make an appeal for America. You claim you love America. Well, we love America. But you are driving us back and you are making a Samson out of us, and we are going to pull down the pillar. Should you try to pretend that I'm crazy? Because I want America to be saved? And then you think we have no right to ask for something? Is it too much to ask you to grant us human dignity? Should we be put down and shot to death for this request? If so, you can aim your guns. What the hell do you think we care about dying if you're going to deny us the right to live?
You know, this revolution is filled with so many ironies, really. First you tell us that it is manly to keep your word. If I ask a man, I tell a man I am hungry. I tell him I am cold. And I ask him to do something about my condition. And this man holds a loaf of bread right in front of me so I can see it, and I keep asking him, I'm begging him to please give me a slice of the loaf of bread. I am hungry. Then it is known by every psychologist that the next step in the progression is I am going to knock him upside the head and take the bread from him. I'm not going to starve to death. All we're asking, no one wants to see blood. No one likes the smell of blood. No one wants war. Anyone who's been in war doesn't want war. Everyone knows what it is to see the inside of a man's gut hanging out and see your friends die, see relatives die. No one wants to regress back to the state of mind where you have to think it's all for the cause, therefore my mother has to die, my wife has to die, my brothers and sisters have to die. No one wants that. But you're pushing us to it. You're leaving us no choice. We're asking, we're begging. The students up at Columbia, they ask. The brothers down south ask. The brothers in Latin America, the brothers in Africa, they're all asking. All they're doing is asking. Our fathers asked. Our grandfathers asked. The presidents of our universities, our colleges had to go to your back doors to beg that their children be given just enough money so that they could be taught something to live off. And yet still they ask and ask and ask, and you refuse to give them anything. Now, we're just about out of patience. We're not going to ask anymore. The news media says that it's only the young that are militant, only the young that want this and want that. Okay, but we're 40% of the black population now. Or we were a year ago, and still yet we're climbing. Before long we'll be 50%, 55%, and then we'll have the command. We're not going to take it. We're not going to take sitting in rotten parks and in places that just aren't fit for living. We're not going to take it. There's a limit to a man's patience, and everyone knows that God, Christ, heaven, everyone knows that what we're asking is not $1 million. All we're asking for is humanity. We're asking to be allowed to live like human beings. And God, you tell us that this is too much to ask. You're sick. You're definitely sick. How can you tell me that it's too much to ask to be a human being?
Why am I mad? You know, white people ask me, why am I so angry? And, you know, I don't have any answer for him because it'd be ridiculous for me to answer him because he couldn't understand anyway, obviously, because he asked me the question.
The 400 years that I've existed there, 3 years, you know, 3 generations within my own family, why don't you know what I'm like? What is it so new in 1968 or, you know, in the 60s that you've got to learn? Because my grandfather was born, you know, he's 90. My mother was ready for integration. You know, she's middle-class Negro. Now, all of a sudden, you come to me and you say, you know, communicate with me. Hell, I've been here all the time. And we've been. Where were you? Communicate. Now, what do I have to say to you? The most advanced nation in the world. It has to be resolved. It has to be resolved because I want my children to have an answer. If not me, I personally prefer that I have an answer. You know, I don't have, you know, I like to think I don't have my lifetime to waste on this.
Most people say, if you don't like it here, get out. That's for spineless people. Spineless bastards who don't want to fight for what they believe in. Well, I'm staying here because I was born here, and I am going to fight for my freedom. And before I have kids, I am going to make sure that this damn United States deserves the existence of my kids, because I will not rest until every Sunday school is safe for my kids, so that they won't get killed or beaten up like those kids down in Mississippi in 1966. That is going to stop, or else I'll be dead. Either one. You white folks have either one of two choices. Give me my damn freedom or kill me. Because I am tired of sitting by being an Uncle Tom like Booth and Wilkins. Those two guys are not Negroes. They're white people with man tan. That's all. They don't speak for us. They have found their way into the white man's house, the white man's establishment, and they are not to make waves. But I am, because I am not going to take seeing my kids walking to that happens to my kids. There are going to be a lot of damn dead white folks, and I mean a lot, because I am not going to take this junk no more. The days of step and fetch it are dead. The days of the black face, big wide-eyed, gin-drinking black man are dead. Now we have what is called black consciousness.
Let me put it to you this way. We are proud of being black and of our black heritage. But white America does not accept the concept that this is a multiracial society. It has never accepted the fact that there are black people, brown people, yellow people here alongside them. They've always looked upon America as being white. And hence, all of its propaganda is directed at us to convince us that somehow or the other we must become white.
And a lot of Negroes now don't want to accept that standard anymore. They say, we're going to have our own standard. I think that the hookup comes if you can develop a whole new standard where whites and Negroes can have a dialogue. Not either one of those are acceptable anymore. I mean, whites aren't going to accept Negro standards, and Negroes no longer want to be white. So that the clear thing is to develop a whole new standard, and then everybody move toward that so there can be some kind of dialogue.
You know, from a child up, I always, at first, I wanted to be white, you know, because my family was 20 of us, 6 girls and 14 boys. We would make 50 and 60 bales of cotton, gather all that cotton, and we wouldn't have food in the wintertime. So I figured then the white people must be right. But as I got older, I said, no, it's something wrong. And if I ever get a chance, I'm going to do something about it. I'm thinking about in terms of a better and a greater world for all people. And we can't do that by me in one corner doing what I can do to hurt you, and you in the other corner doing the same thing against me.
So you go ahead and vote. So what? So you vote for a senator. And the senator's constituency is either lobbyists who represent big business, or lobbyists who represent himself. So what? So you can vote.
There's been a lot of talk and a lot of shuffling of papers. But in terms of the plight of the black man in this country, there's been no perceptible change. Well, primarily because the white man has no reason to. He enjoys the highest standards of living. His government enjoys dominance in world affairs.
The brutality and the violence shouldn't become the reason that you want to be free. But that's a very personal thing, the freedom is. See, the question isn't what is freedom to me, it's what price freedom. Because sometimes the price that you pay for freedom is the very thing that makes you a slave again. That's what I think happened in Russia in 1917. But I know that there's going to be violence. I mean, I think it gets blurred, especially the individual, if I face you violently. See, who knows where that violence began? See, I mean, if I face you with a gun and I got orders to kill you and you got orders to kill me, then we can't really deal with each other. You're a target and I'm a target. So you can't really talk about that. But you can talk about the larger thing, the much more universal thing. The reason that you're there, see, is really not to kill, but to free.
Let us take a look at Harlem, 1964, when approximately 20 Molotov cocktails were exploded in Harlem. And in 1965, in August, in Watts, Los Angeles, 2,000 Molotov cocktails were exploded. I think that we are developing a more sophistication, and I think in the next uprising, and I suspect it will probably come either in Washington, D.C. or in another unnamed city, where you're going to find 5,000 Molotov cocktails used.
Yo, welcome to Investigate and Advocate. Where injustice finds no rest. I'm your host, Jedediah, aka Black. Hope that you all are having an amazing day. Shout out to our resources and to my For the Culture family, people viewing on both Facebook and YouTube. 87 people here. Ooh-wee. Thank you. Turn that yawn. Turn that yawn into a sound off. Thank y'all for being here. I understand we are 20 minutes in already. You guys just watched or took in a video that I was just watching very recently. I've been doing a lot of viewing of a lot of things, not just scrolling, but I've been looking at a lot of things from a lot of different angles, and I'm just full right now. I want to be more effective in my service to society and my hope of leaving this world better than when I came into it. My former pastor, used to say something that I want to leave with you, and I want to remind you of because it is a quote that I hold very near and dear. Men and women are needed for the time that they're needed the most. Men and women are born for the time that they're needed the most. We're going through so much in our country, so much in our world, and you're here because we need you here. Thank you for being here. And I pray and hope that everybody is looking at purpose, not just problems, processes, bills, and da 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 da. People looking past all of that purpose. There is something that you are here to address. There are problems that only you can see because you are the solution. And if you open your mouth according to why you're here, that is your sphere of influence, power, and authority, there will be significant change. Make the difference that you were born to make. I am full of fire. I'm full of fire because we got work where great men and women are born for the time they are needed the most. Ooh, that means that you go or you went to that church or you go to that church and you see, I'm not a plagiarizer. You're right. That's the actual way it was sounded. But thank you for busting me out that I was like paying attention halfway. Victorious. I love the saying though, but great men and women. But I like it the way I say it too. Men and women. Wait, what? How did I say? I don't remember how I just said it now. You just threw me out. But great men and women are born. But I don't think it's just great men. I think men and women are born for the time that they need it the most. You are born. I didn't say men and women. I'd say we Yeah, definitely should have. Who would have thought out of just 92 people, there would be somebody that went to the same church? Okay, so here it goes. Just destroy my whole flow. I was in there. I was in there. I was like in there. I was in the vein. I was going. It was about to take off. And then here you come grabbing my legs, hater. So here it goes. I'm sorry I threw you off. No, you're fine. You're fine. You helped out with the actual quote, but we're born for the time that we're needed the most. I said what I said. All right, y'all. Bit of a different tune and tones from last night. I was on here praying and crying, crying and praying, praying and crying, crying and praying. While y'all was on here talking, y'all talk. I was praying and crying, crying and praying. I was real upset last night, but I had the opportunity to very briefly speak to Fania, and all I'm gonna just say is I'm just excited about her future. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been doing research. I've gotten no shortage of calls for people asking me to come and respond and or say, "Whoo!" I'm telling y'all, I think when I talk with such a wide mouth and I inhale so much air, and then it makes me yawn. I think that's why I yawn so much. I don't even be like tired all the time. It's just, sheesh. All right, so my point today is what's going on in the city of Chicago to hopefully utilize my small pebble in an ocean to make a ripple that may end up being a tsunami if the weather is right. Oh, I did that. That made a lot of sense. I want to speak to the heartbeat and the heartstrings because everybody has, they said opinions are like asses. Everybody has one. Wait, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. Even though it's not scientifically true. Sorry. I'm sorry. That was not meant to be funny. I just didn't know that there are people out here that, oh, Jesus Christ. This is burning and it's burning fast. All right. It's that's not true. The statement makes sense, but maybe it should say opinions are like assholes. Majority of the people have them, but we don't want to misrepresent it because everybody doesn't have one. Some people have to, colostomy bags and all kinds of other things. I'm just talking about scientifically. However, yes, some. I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody just messaged me something. It's crazy. All right, let me get focused. Anyway, opinions are like. Damn, what does everybody have? What does everybody have? Like, for a fact. Opinions are like hearts. Everybody has one. Okay, so there you go. The important thing today, Snapchat is going crazy. All right, so the important thing today is, hold on. Okay, so the important thing today is to talk about what is going on as it relates to Chicago. I've been getting a ton of calls and a ton of messages. I've been so blessed because over the last few days, I've got to speak to so many people from the South Shore neighborhood of the city of Chicago. And I am really shocked because I almost feel like they miss me. But I know that ain't the case. I just know that it's a lot going on and people know who to call. Like I say it all the time. I don't give a damn what y'all hearing or what you thinking. Chicago knows me. Chicago loves me. Chicago calls me. Now, everybody can act how they want to act and say what they want to say, but when stuff is going down, they want Jedediah Brown around. Yeah, it sounded good to me. Like I said, when stuff is going down, they want Jedediah Brown around. And so I've been getting these calls, and it's been fascinating to have these calls because there's a lot of things going on. As I've told you all this and many other times, Chicago is literally one of America's larger cities, but it is definitely a divide in the city between it is two Chicago's. Okay, there are two Chicago's with one representative, and I'm going to make that make sense, but I do want to pause for a moment and be clear. The views and opinions expressed in the video that was played is not that of necessarily for the culture, nor is mine. One of the hardest things about running a multicultural organization is that you got to walk the line to be careful because you are essentially serving. Shit. I got to take this call. I don't even have a choice. I'll be back. Damn it.
I will trust in you. Oh, I will trust in you. No matter what I go through. Oh, I trust in you. I
y'all boy is out of jail. Y'all boy is out of jail. I'm 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 out of Woo! Lord have mercy. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. When you sing it, when you gotta and KS, no, don't do it.
I'm out of jail, y'all. I'm out of jail. I'm out of jail, y'all. I'm out of jail. Ain't no chains, no cell, no nothing that can stop me. They may hold me for a while, but soon I'll be free. Weapons come, yes, they will form, but my God's got me. Y'all, I'm free. I am free. I am free. I'm free. I'm out of jail, y'all. I'm out of jail. I'm out of jail, y'all. I'm out of jail. Ain't no chains, no cell, no nothing that can stop me. They may hold me for a while, but soon I'll be free. Weapons come, yes, they will form, but my God's got me. Weapons come, yes, they will form, but
Sorry about that, y'all. Thank you all for being patient with me. That was a very extremely important call. Hallelujah! Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. If I just screamed in your phone, in your ear, hallelujah. Okay. All right. So let me go past y'all. Oh my God, I am getting ready for the most epic adventure I think of my entire life. And so guess what, y'all? I am at the end of this month. I didn't get a birthday party, but somebody really, 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 really awesome to me bought me a amazing gift. And so I'm gonna be going to celebrate my birthday for at the end of this month. I'll be out of the country, but it's not just a birthday celebration. Have you ever celebrated your birthday and made money at the same time? I'm going to be celebrating my birthday and working at the same time. And I'm going to be blessed in a special way. And this is one of the things that I'm looking for because y'all, at 39 years old, I am back on the cusp. Hallelujah. I'm back on the cusp of being a completely debt-free man as it relates to like bills. And then I could just focus on doing great things, taking care of commitments that I have out there. I'm very excited about it. And so I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to pause for a moment because you may not be a hater. If you're not a hater, I'm sorry I had to take this intermission. I'm not sorry that I had to take this intermission. We're going to talk about what we got to talk about. But if you're not a hater, then I just want you to just do me a favor and just actually celebrate with me. I celebrate when people are blessed. Because if you be celebrating while they're blessed, you'll probably be next in line. I'm not a hater. Give me next. Give me next. Give me next. Give me next. That part about Jamal winning for man, y'all don't kill me. All right, so interesting. Now let's get to the topic of the discussion for today. This is important, and I think that we're going to open the phone lines because this is one city. Chicago's one city, but there are two tales of the same city, and there's one representative of the city. And I have been talking to residents of the South Shore community who have expressed a lot of things to me about what they're going through and what they're looking for. And if you didn't know, I ran for alderman of the city of Chicago, which is basically like a sub or mini mayor position. And I was going to be able to represent about 50,000 people in a section of Chicago, as well as make sure that city services was taken care of and that we fought for a better plight. I am actually shocked because people from the community, they didn't elect me, but they want to call me. But it's cool. I love South Shore. I got a special love for South Shore. In my opinion, it's one of the best neighborhoods in the city of Chicago. Access to the lakefront, Lakeshore Drive, Stony Island. You got well, the Obama Center, the Obama Center. You got the University of Chicago is there. You have so many amazing things. If you ever are going to move into Chicago, move in South Shore, but leave me a space. Actually, don't leave me a space. I have a space, but leave me space because I don't know. One day I may be hardline back inside of the city of Chicago, South Shore community. But no lie, I still have my connection to South Shore, and I don't ever think I will let it go. And that's one of the many blessings that God has given me. That I'm never genuinely going to be homeless. I don't think. I think God has given me too much for that to happen. I want to play a couple videos, but y'all, everybody cussing. JD Vance was just cussing on the internet. Give me a second. JD Vance said some cuss words on the internet. And hold on. Hold on one second. But I saw something that I thought was equally funny. Kamala Harris had these things to say about what's going on in the country. And there's a point to this. There's a point to this. Give me a second. Wait, where's the sound? Okay.
Because there's so much about this moment that is trying to make people feel like they've lost their mind. When in fact, these motherfuckers are crazy. Because there's so much about this moment that is trying to make people feel like they've lost their mind. When in fact, these motherfuckers are crazy.
Oh my God, Kamala hit it with an MF a mother. When you give the MF, you mean what you saying. This is something that you absolutely believe. Whenever you invoke mother in front of your cuss word, you serious. And so Kamala Harris cuss, JD Vance is cussing. I saw Donald Trump cuss. And then I think that I've seen a few Chicago politicians cuss. I don't know what's happening in this world, but y'all, I officially can run for office and cuss. You see how I just took all of that and reduced it to that moment? Yeah, absolutely meant what I said. So I don't want to hear it because I'm going to say, I'm Jedediah Brown and I'm running for office, bitch. Oh my God, I can't wait to do it. All right, so and I don't know, y'all. I'm not running for any office at the moment, and I will say that I was running for Congress. I was running for Congress, and then I was like, look, let me just tell you, the way that my mouth is set up, to be honest, I don't know. So that literally was a part of my decision. I was like, you know what? I got some stuff that I gotta get some stuff off my chest. And now that they cussing, Kamala cussing, JD cussing, Trump cussing, you cussing, hell, I think it's time for us. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and move past it because that was a lighthearted moment for me. But that's what I'm like, oh, so it's okay now. It's okay now. I think that I gotta wait till Barack Obama cuss. Okay. Now Barack Obama smoked weed. When he smoked weed, All right. I'm just saying, I don't want to start nothing in here today. I don't want to start hitting nothing in today, but okay, let me move past that. But y'all do need to understand that if I ever decide to run for office, I'm playing all these videos when they say, you got a potty mouth. I'm gonna be like, I got a potty mouth, and then all I'm gonna be expecting for everybody when y'all talking about I got a potty mouth, y'all just go ahead and give them a. I just want y'all to just have one look on your face. If they say Jedediah got a potty mouth, I just want you to say, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Sure do. You feel me? That's what I just want. If you say Jedediah got a potty mouth, mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And so basically, there is so many things that I wanted to talk about as it relates to Chicago, and we're getting there. We're getting there. Don't rush me. The gas is on the tank. We got to get it in the tank. We got to take our time. Don't rush greatness, okay? But give me a moment because I'm needing to find one other picture that I thought was absolutely fascinating, y'all. So we're not on here for bullcrap drama. I'm too busy. I'm working. You're working. We're focused. Absolutely. But I just want to be very clear here so that we can clearly set this tone before I get into the seriousness of today's conversation. However, what I'm going to say is, I know the fuck you lying. I know you lying. I know you lying. Now let me tell you something. If you ugly and black and white, bitch, your face is beat. And I'm not talking about, goddamn, what happened to this man? Y'all get this man some help. Cause that shit ain't right. Looking at this, trying to turn his head to the side, get the angle, and damn, you're never gonna be fine. You're fucking fucked up in your face, and man, your face looks like it's a disgrace. I don't know what they talk about me being said. I'm looking like a llama. Goddamn, my boy. Goddamn, my boy. Goddamn, Osama blew your shit up. Somebody fucked you up, and you trying to be sexy. Get your. I know one thing I can tell y'all. Somebody, I don't care what you say. There's a little sprinkle in this picture. Feeling real purty, huh? Motherfucker he think he crude. But okay, y'all, I'm gonna let you have it. I'm not about to, I'm not about, my soundboard ain't working. Well, I heard it, but it didn't sound. Wait a minute, what's I'm sorry, hold on, y'all. I gotta get focused. Like, we got real stuff to deal with today. Was I'm done. You know what? If my soundboard wasn't working, I need to end this so I can go right back and listen to it because I know I sound crazy without. Okay, Kyra. Okay, y'all. Wait, what's the sound? Wait. No, it's not working. Oh my God. I'm dying. What the fuck? All right, hold on, y'all. Let me see. Oh shit. Hold on, y'all. Let me cut this off and put it back on. Let me see if that Oh shit. All right. Hold on. I thought we was cooking with grease. Hold on one second. Oh, golly. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see, y'all. Because now I'm curious. That is funny as hell. Technology. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I gotta pull something up. I gotta see this for myself. I have to see this for myself. I do. One second. got to see this for myself. I got to see this for myself. All right, let's check it out. Now, let me tell you something. If you ugly in black and white, bitch, your face is beat. And I'm not talking about, goddamn, what happened to this man? Y'all get this man some help. Cause that shit ain't right. Looking at this, trying to turn his head to the side, get the angle, and damn, you're never gonna be fine. You're fucking fucked up in your face, and man, your face looks like it's a disgrace. I don't know what they talk about me being said. I'm looking like a llama. Goddamn, my boy. Goddamn, Osama blew your shit up. Somebody fucked you up, and you trying to be sexy. Get your. I know one thing I can tell you. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Boy, it's supposed to be a very serious topic today, and I just messed up the whole broadcast. Anyway, y'all, tell me, is it working now? Can you hear? I can hear it. Hold on one second. Oh, Lord have mercy, y'all. I'm sorry. That took me out. Hold on one second. It didn't sound horrible, though. All right, let me see. Yeah, it's there. I don't know. Okay, you see it now. All right. So anyway, if nothing else, I just still need to make sure y'all look at the picture though. Be honest with me. When you look at this picture, and you know, like I was trying to tell you say a minute ago, when you have it in black and white, black and white, if you it's still giving stinky drugs. Look at this. Did you hear this? Like, look at this. Look at the lips. Look at the motherfucker was trying to find an angle, but it's given. He feeling. He think he crew. He think he crew, and it's absolutely insane. So when I could see Jelly Beans. I can fucking see Jelly Bean. Okay, so I don't know. Like, we try our best to stay focused over here on real stuff, but you know, to have a person that looks like this call me a llama is like, you kind of sort of don't even really let, like, it can't affect me. It can't affect me at all. It's like, what? As I again will assert, I'm not the finest man in the world, but bruh, really? 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 Okay. And so we were I told you I was gonna put up a side by side, and I was gonna let you decide, ladies. But I didn't put it up there because it ain't really nothing that I'm interested in doing, because come on, man. Come the fuck on. This guy said I look like a llama, and they over there, and this is funny. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. The fuck? Shit. Boy, shut the hell up and just, Lord have mercy. All right. Now to the serious conversation. There's been this disconnect between what's going on the ground and what we're seeing and looking at in different places. Like I said, people in the city of Chicago is, they're looking for, or one thing that you should be able to acknowledge is that Chicago is tough. To all the people who are white that was watching that video that I played in the beginning, it's not my hope that we be separated by race. My point in putting that up there is, I don't think that black people have yet gotten to the place that we were fighting for. And I just love how people were back then. They were talking a different kind of talk. Gentleman got on our broadcast last night and said, men aren't the same. They don't fight. They don't fight like, somebody said, GFX said, here's my thing. Why don't y'all meet up and fight like men? Fight, throw hands. Just meet up and throw hands. Listen to me. And I gotta, I'm understanding that I'm being sued for what? I have no idea. Waiting on it. However, I took a flight. This man has been so disrespectful. He's been consistently defamatory, provocative. I took a flight, used my money to fly to his state, called him, told him, I'm in your city. Do you know that man called the FBI? The FBI didn't even call the local police. What level of whatever is that you skip the local municipal police and go straight for the federal authorities? And then it's so crazy, and I'm not talking about hypothetical, I'm talking about this is real life. Call the FBI, bruh. And then they got people over there on that side, this is how incompetent they are, that you call the FBI on me, and y'all are together talking about I call the ICE on people in Harvey. Like, you got to make it make sense. You got to make it make sense. I'll just tell you this. Keyboards make a whole lot of warriors. But they don't really translate to the same in the field. And I don't give a damn. I'll say this and I'll say it a million times. There's no way a guy my size should have the FBI called on him for pulling up. Take your chances. See if you can prevail. But I will say this, and total honesty, in my entire life, I don't think I've ever been beat up. I've only had one fight that I believe that the person got the best of me, which was not in a ring. And that was a officer. Yeah. So he also called me to tell on you. Yeah. That part. You can make this stuff. You cannot make this stuff up. You can, but unfortunately we're not. All right. So this is a comment that I want to read. Now we're focused. We're focused on the real stuff. Here is the here is statement by the mayor of the city of Chicago. It's a precursor to what I have to say today.
That they would use ICE as a pretext to send in the National Guard. And now they are doing just that. I've also said for the last couple of years that the extreme right in this country refused to accept the results of the Civil War. They have repeatedly called for a rematch. But in the coming weeks, we will use this opportunity to build greater resistance. Chicagoans are clear. Militarizing our troops in our city as justification to further escalate a war in Chicago will not be tolerated. Past teaches us that just because we are on the right side of history, that doesn't mean that we will succeed. It's going to take courage and determination, bravery, unity. But one thing that I know for sure in this great nation, this moment that we are in, Chicago was built for this moment. Immigrants from around the world, descendants of slaves, have come to this city to make it the global capital of the world. And now we stand in a moment that is testing our very humanity, and the city of Chicago will stand the test of time. Thank you very much.
The mayor of Chicago, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I said I was trying to get focused, but I do want to answer Miss Terry. So tonight he will roast you on his live. Look, let me tell you something. I'm a great man because I've gotten to the point where I've accepted this is how these people eat, all right? I'm helping them to eat. So I'm feeding families, literally just by existing, literally by broadcasting. I am feeding families. There is no way to roast me. I'm proud of the fact that I'm feeding families. It is unfortunate that that's the only way they think they can do it, but get this. Even though, see, today, I'm an honest man. Today, I got a briefing. I told all of my different groups, I said, do not add that into these people in my briefings anymore. Well, today, somebody did it anyway. And they told me in my briefing that there was an AI video of me and Mary that exists. I have not seen the video. But while they were telling me the video, they were laughing. And they was like, I'm so sorry. And they was like, it's funny. And I just was on the phone like, really? They was like, I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to laugh, but it was funny. And so one thing I'm not against is a good joke. I'm not against good comedy. I'm not a good content. I really don't care about what these people say. It only bothers me when people take it to the extreme lengths of lawsuits, filing court documents, and calling the police. If this is what you want to be on and this is what you want to do, then let's do it. Let me be honest and say it up front. I'm not gonna win the Jones in conversation. I'm not a jokester. Like I got real big dick energy to make real change in the world. Everybody can't have it all. I get this. I'm not confused under no stretch of the imagination with none of this stuff. I'm okay with it. I really don't care about it. And if it brings comedic relief and it makes people laugh, then great. But when you take it to the point of actually trying to affect things that are affecting real processes, that is when it crossed the line and is going too far. And so when my team member was laughing, I was like, oh, wow, they really thought that was funny. I have no idea what it is. I didn't see it. All I said was, who did this? And they said, it's Conscious. They said it's on her page. And they told me the page. And I said, okay, I haven't even gone to try to even look at it. So, but what they then tried to say is, yeah, she doesn't even crack 200 views. Like, don't let it get to you. And I'm like, it's not getting to me. I don't care. So if they get on there and roast or talk about me, that's what they do every day. I didn't need to say nothing to inspire and encourage that. I am their content. I am also their source. So hold on. I had to restart this for a second. You're being good, mama. You're being good. In 1 second, you're being good. I'm so proud of you. I love you too. All right. Are you going to show a hell no? Nah, come on. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm not going to I'm not showing it over here. We ain't doing that. Okay, so now, in other words, back to the point. The mayor of Chicago said that the extreme right is looking for a rematch of the Civil War because they are not happy about the results. Now, the videos that I just played in the beginning of the broadcast, it was of men who spoke in a way that I have not witnessed in today's generation, and they actually mean it. It's actually the way that I talk, and I'm seeing more of oh my God, he's talking like that, then this is what you do when you mean something, when you believe something, when you're for real. If you say something like that today, most people cower, they get very, very shaky. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I am a man that's willing to die for what I believe in. And it is confusing to people because if I show up for you, I believe in you. That means that I'm willing to lay my life down for the people who I commit to. Blessed is a man that will lay down his life for a friend. There's always this, I don't understand it, this pussy weak ass version of my faith. And if I've read the Bible correctly, I've seen more of a God that will stand up and will do something about what he is committed to than one that would want us to sit around and do nothing. Majority of the Bible is about love. And if you know what the definition of love is, it is not always nice. It is an action word. And when you love somebody, it is sacrificial. There's literally passages in the Bible where you see God saying, do things that if we even mention it today, people would lose heart. People were for real back then. So now to see the mayor of Chicago, which I've already shown y'all, I knew him way before he became mayor. I told him he would be mayor, and I'm so happy that I have that memory. But literally to hear him say that the extreme right wants a rematch on the Civil War, here is one of the questions that come to me today because I'm in my vein, y'all. I feel the spirit of my broadcast today. Who gonna fight the fight? Now, I'm not going to be delusional not to think that people don't have ammunition and training and the ability, but not in the overwhelming sense. Now, let me be very clear here. I don't appreciate it, even though I do appreciate it. I appreciate his ability to articulate, but I don't appreciate what I would call fake pumping, because to me, that is what it amounts to. Why do you say that? Literally, as long as I've been a Chicagoan, we have criminalized black people with weapons and even a desire to defend themselves forever. So guess what? They don't even know how to shoot each other. Literally, most of the shootings in Chicago that was not attributed to gang people was because they were literally shooting at each other and hit an innocent bystander who didn't know how to duck and roll. Tuck, roll, run. None of that. Didn't know how to have a righteous response to somebody shooting at them. A lot of the shootings that I've responded to in the city of Chicago literally was people who were catching strays. That was never intended for them. Can I get an amen, church? I know I won't. But literally, when I see the mayor say, this is what's going on, it's not enough. You cannot get up and give a soundbite like that and then walk off with claps and applauses. Now, what do you mean by that? And where's the training? Where's the resources? Where are the laws? What are you going to back it up with? Because outside of that, you have put our city into a bit of confusion, a state of confusion, and a little bit more uncertainty. Does anybody understand this message that I'm saying right now? Because who would they want civil war with? Who will be the target? Who gonna fight it? Now, let me make that make more sense to you, because I don't think y'all understand the point. Here go my point. I'll let them tell you my point, because maybe I'm not articulating it well. But I got y'all. Hold on one second. I think I got it right here. Wait. Boom, 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 boom. Is it right here? Wait. Where is it? I think it's here. All right. I think I got it. Let's pull it up. Now, here you go. The top cop of the city, Snelling, who was the only superintendent that I don't have a close relationship with since Mayor Daley was the mayor. I'm not hating, I'm just being honest. But look at this.
Federal agents, ICE, HSI, are officers. They are agents of law enforcement. If you box them in with vehicles, it is reasonable for them to believe that they are being ambushed and that this could end in a deadly situation. And it's reasonable for them to use force based on those conditions. Do not box in any law enforcement officer. You are breaking the law when you do that. And you are putting yourself in danger. Following law enforcement agents around. The question is why? What do you plan on doing? It's also reasonable for them to believe that you're eventually going to do harm to them. If you ram any vehicle, especially that one that contains law enforcement agents, and that's any law enforcement, local, state, federal, county, and you do this intentionally, this is considered deadly force. Deadly force is anything that can cause great bodily harm or death. When you plow into a vehicle that contains law enforcement agents, you're using deadly force. And they can use deadly force in response to stop you. We need to be clear about these laws. We cannot become a society where we just decide to take everything in our own hands and start to commit crimes against law enforcement. It is a crime. You may not like what they're doing. I can understand that there's a lot of emotions out there, but that does not mean that you get to commit a crime, especially one that could lead to deadly force. Let me make this clear.
And there you have it. The superintendent, the acting superintendent of Chicago police just basically told you that even though the mayor is telling you to resist, to stand up, to organize, to do this and that and the third, he just told y'all there is no teeth in this bite. And if you do anything that they perceive to be a certain way, you in trouble. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if this translates to the same thing that it does for me, for y'all. But this is interesting because this is right after the mayor, and then during and then before and all, even yesterday, keep on basically saying that the people are rising up to do something. So what is we supposed to do? Does anybody, what are we supposed to do? What are we expected to do? And this is the issue that I continue to have. Again, I'll tell y'all, at that first press conference, me and Tyrone Muhammad was standing right there on the left side of all of them, give that wonderful speech before the world about Trump doing this. But they were more afraid of us than they were of anything Donald Trump was talking about, because if we would have spoke up, if I would have went over there by that camera, we would have told a different tale. And let me tell you the story that we're going to tell. It is a story that South Shore is telling. I don't need to bring the images up. You guys have seen it. But that raid that was done in South Shore, literally, that we have, now that I've done the research, listen to these words that are coming out of my mouth. Do you all know that in order to conduct such a targeted raid like that, it has to be inundated with information? They did not just pick a random building. And this is where this gets interesting and gets really good for me. Let me see if I could find this. Give me 1 second, because something just came to my mind that I was reading about that. Something came to my mind. Hold on. Where was it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Jesus. Okay, give me 1 second. Bingo, got it. Here it is. I knew I just saw that. Okay, October 6th, shout out to CWB Chicago. This is what, look at this article. It confirms everything that I have been basically hearing from the residents on the ground. It says the city knew of squalid, unsafe conditions at South Shore Apartments before immigration raids. There is a growing evidence the city officials knew, or they should have known, about the dangerous living conditions inside of a South Shore apartment building long before federal immigrations raided it last week. Over the weekend, CWB Chicago reported that social media videos posted roughly 3 weeks before the raid showed extensive flooding on the building, first and second floors, doors kicked off their frames, squatters occupying abandoned units, tenants running extension cords down hallways, along with the exterior to reach working outlets. Now, the real estate outlet, the Real Deal reports that Chicago building inspectors visited the property at 7500 South Shore Drive just 2 weeks before the raid, underscoring that officials were aware that people, including children, were living in unsafe and unhealthful conditions in a building plagued by illegal activity. According to the outlet, the builder's lenders, Wells Fargo, has been pressuring its owner to reassert control over the building. In a recent court filing, the bank claimed the building is unsecure, which allows now tenants to access the interior. There has also been an increased criminal activity, shootings at the property, which is located across the street from the elementary school. The city has received reports from a tenants' right group and the alderman's office that the conditions continue to worsen at the property. The filing claim, Alderman Gregory Mitchell represents the neighborhood. That is the man that I ran against. He is the one who won. City records show that the building failed its annual inspection in January, February, March, April, and again in June this year. A separate failed inspection in January, prompted by a complaint, revealed a laundry list of issues, quoting entities from the inspector's report. All stairwells are filthy with a strong smell of urine. Stairwell, hallway, and evacuation plan signage damaged or missing throughout. Entry doors of the apartment are broken, busted, and removed, compromising fire separation from apartment and condition common area. Interior, multiple vacant and occupied units locked has been broken, removed, or vandalized. Hallway walls and ceilings, water damage, chipped, peeling. Stairwells, hardware damaged, missing, broken closers throughout. Fire extinguishers are either missing or missing tags. Stairwell lights is out in various locations. Emergency. Literally, look at this list of things. On Saturday, we reported exclusively, while some media accounts suggested federal agents destroyed the building during the raid. Social media videos from September showed the property was already severely in despair. I will leave this to you all if you want to continue to read it. I have been talking to resident after resident after resident. This is where I live, and where I ran, and where I have my heart beating hardest at the most. South Shore. Separated between the 7th and the 5th Ward, Desmond Yasmin and Alderman Gregory Mitchell, who I ran against. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a name that is popping up in our real investigation in this matter, George Soros. I'll talk about that at a later time, should you guys even become interested. But if I wanted to summarize this on behalf of the community that I literally know is a part of the tale of the city that never gets the media coverage, this is what I'm going to say to Donald Trump. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Trump. Thank you, Mr. President. A broken clock is right twice. I may not agree with all, but we need to stop with allowing people to sensationalize, because the residents have been complaining to the government about this building for years. And nobody, and I mean nobody, has been able to do anything about it. The alderman of the community in our investigation, we discovered, has been the #1 advocate. And I'm shocked that I get to say this. Greg is on his job as it relates to doing things for that side of town. A part of why this raid happened is because of the advocacy of what I'm going to call, for lack of better terminology, the undermayor of the city in the neighborhood. South Shore community, #1 in Section 8 housing, #1 in scattered site housing, #1 in low-income housing. Ladies and gentlemen, it was not just about being a slumlord, but it's also about him or her not being able to take control. Literally, Venezuelan immigrants infiltrated that space, and it was plagued not just with immigrants, but prostitution, drugs, and y'all, this is where it's interesting. Ask a very important question if you want to get the truth. How many murders took place in, around, or at that building that you did not hear about? That is the conversation that is going to blow your mind. What's happening here, Black people, is miseducation. It is bad faith in how they are spinning this, and I personally don't appreciate it. They're trying to make this issue an issue that is to look like things that are heartstring tugging, but at the end of the day, people from the communities that are most impacted are speaking up, and they're being drowned out by rhetoric. Predominantly Black and underserved communities overran with charitable services, because guess what? They're not putting these undocumented individuals in an overwhelming amount in affluent communities in Chicago. But these are the people that's quote unquote fighting for it. Then why aren't they allowing them to have the facilities in their communities? The hypocrisy is unearthing. But what I'm coming on here today to say is that black people are sounding the alarm that they have literally been overtaken by this condition and nobody's dealing with the inner workings of it for real. And people are playing political games and posturing. And at best, you better get this if you don't get nothing else. You don't have to agree with me. You don't even have to like what I say, but Jedediah strives not to be a liar. There is a difference between ICE and the National Guard. Even though both have no direct authority over the civilians of the region, there is a difference. And they have locked it into one because you only get 4 years to do what you're doing. And Donald Trump is going full force with his agenda, and I am not agreeing with it all, but I ain't mad at him for showing me what a president is capable of. And I'll assert that on any day of my life. Somebody also said something that I thought was pretty interesting. I'm going to share it on this broadcast. I've come to the conclusion of where I stand on the issue. I didn't just form an opinion. I just got to doing research. I began to look at the situation as a whole. I began to listen to all sides to get down to the bottom of what was moral and upright and what was righteous and what was just. I didn't just pay attention to the things that put on my heartstring, but I also wondered what was logical. And this is something that is said by Linnell Santana. And even though this post did not go viral, I'm going to tell y'all that I found several posts exactly like it. So I'm not on an island in this because I'm saying the things that's hard to be said. And guess what? It says Chicago PD can assist the feds in gang sweeps, RICO conspiracies, gun cases, all targeted against blacks. But the mayor signs an executive order for Chicago police not to assist in removing illegals that are known gang members. And Mr. Johnson, you are definitely helping the blacks. Side eye. At the end of the day, I'm going to be honest, and this is what I'm talking to the people who are supportive of the undocumented. Don't act like you are supportive of everybody when you don't have that same energy for people of my same community. And it goes far beyond. It goes far beyond literally people having opportunity. Redlining is a real thing. And I have literally watched doors be slammed in the face of so many individuals who have had to turn to criminality because there are no other options available for them. And then we put them in the box, we lock them there, we snatch them from their family. Them same images can be portrayed for my community that they are for others, and we will not have the same energy because black has always been criminal in America. And when the fight that we just saw in the beginning of this broadcast, it's not been won and it's not been realized, not even just by people who are not black, but I'm gonna say it's not by you Negroes either. Because we gotta stop playing in the moment that we are in. Literally, I want to champion the mayor of Chicago, but literally they want to act like y'all didn't just have one of the most violent weekends that they ever had. And don't try to say that it's because of ICE. Because if we're not responding to ICE, then there should be more presence in the neighborhoods by the Chicago police, and 7 people being killed this past weekend should have way more attention than it's getting. Those people should not be locked up or shrouded in statistical numbers because each one of them had a name, an identity, a goal, a future, a dream, a family, something. And if Chicago wants to champion that we are on the right trajectory to healing the city, then tell all of the stories and not just the ones that help the political narrative. The people of South Shore did not forget how citizens literally begged and banded around buildings, asked for them not to be turned to migrant shelters in a community that is already getting secondhand everything, no representation and no real resources. And they did not forget that it fell on deaf ears. Not just literally, not just one administration, but for 3. With the last one basically pushing things through and basically taking no real consideration to what people's concerns were. And I'm just going to say it because don't nobody want to say it out loud. I don't want to see people torn from their families, but I am going to say keep the same damn energy for other communities that you have for ours, or don't expect us to be so moved because what you're talking about is what's going on for all of us with a different type of narrative and or approach. Thank you, Mr. Trump, if you're sending the National Guard into Chicago, because 7 murders is too many. As a matter of fact, 1 is too many. I may not like it all. And then let me say this. Everybody want to talk about what they did. Did you read that article? The aldermen told them to go. The citizens told them to go. The landlord told them to go. So why would the mayor of Chicago get up there and basically reinforce false narratives on the computer, on the internet? Because it would make them have to do too much soul searching to tell the part of the story that they're hoping that nobody hears. You know why? Because nobody goes to that community to really listen to what the residents got to say. Because as long as they don't have a camera, as long as they don't have a mic, and as long as they don't have a voice, then they will be drowned out by the narrative of the communities that would never allow them to take over buildings and stay in their neighborhoods and be living down the street doing the types of crimes that they've been committing in my community. And shame on the Democratic Party for thinking that our side of town would never have a voice. But they're finding it. And they're gaining up and they're speaking. One lady went viral to say, no, this building been a problem for a long time. Ain't nobody over here shed no tears. Because y'all wasn't there when you guys, and seeing the types of things that I'm hearing about how people in that building treated the community around it. Not even the gangbangers in the community wanted them there anymore. On God, I ain't got to give no rumor. I talk to my neighbors. I talk to my constituents. I talk to South Shore. And I don't have the massive program or platform that I wish I had, but I'm going to tell y'all something, black people. If y'all don't get up out of your complicit nature and start making this community or this world care about your plight, we're going to always be second to last. And it doesn't have to be that way. If you want something from me, then damn it, you're going to deliver something for me in the process. Our black mayor speaks about black plight, literally locks it into what's going on with everybody, but there is nothing that they're doing specifically to mitigate the unrest or the issues that are plaguing our community because they don't have to. Somebody got up on a computer screen and they said something that really blew me away. They said the immigrant community are significant contributors to the economy of Chicago. Got to protect them. That was said by a government official. They're telling you right there to your face. They don't feel that we are viable enough or contribute nothing significant to deserve the type of fight that they're waging for individuals who are illegally here. Yes, there are people who got things snatched from them that shouldn't have got snatched from them the way that it happened. I didn't say I agree with how all of it's being done, but I'm not going to act like I don't understand it. And to the people who were in that building, who got arrested or detained, who got searched, who had to deal with the helicopter and all of that, then boo-hoo, boo-hoo. Y'all been asking for relief. They didn't know who was who. So guess what? A temporary inconvenience for a long-term relief. Deal with it and stop bitching about what you said you wanted done in the first place. Why am I saying that? Because now I done went back and I done talked to them to hear that residents from that very same building have been complaining to the government, y'all need to do something. So why would we be acting like them doors wasn't already off the hinges? I promise you today, I am not going to be confused. ICE literally is coming. They're not coming for black people. Oh, black communities are under siege because you all aren't doing your research. It's not the truth. Yes, people of color are immigrants, and yes, they need to follow the same rules too. If you're here illegally, I don't care if you blue, black. If you are here undocumented and you are not going through the process properly, you got to go. Come back the right way. There are no free rides. You cannot jump the line. I will stand by that and say that any form, any moment, anytime, any day, and I will not fight ICE to stop you because guess what? The Chicago police just said something in direct contrast to the Chicago mayor that if I do something unlawful, my black ass is going to jail, I'm going to be killed or something else, and guess what? I wasn't even in the equation. Y'all weren't even considering me talking about some weed. Thank you, Mr. President. I mean, I could think of all the years where we have literally ran full-fledged campaigns asking for somebody from the federal government to help us in the city of Chicago. Well, some people did. They sent resources, anti-violent resources. Our government turned around and made those political hush-up funds and did not give them to the people who they knew were directly connected to the people in the streets. Why? Because those people cannot be bossed or bought. Fact. Anybody with a real autonomous voice, you will find a consistent trend. They ain't getting no funding. Because then they would find the ability to organize and to have a voice. And even moments like this, they will rise up and say, stop the lying. There's a lot of lying going on. ICE is not here to target the black community, the white community, the brown community, or any other community except for those that they have jurisdiction, and those are people who are here undocumented. I don't even believe that it is wrong for America to take back its documents for whatever reason. The federal government has information that we'll never have. But I don't think they should just be snatching it up, snatching them up. It should be processed to all of this. But the difficulty is that they only get 4 years to do this and to make it something before we decide again what is the next direction for our community. And I'm going to tell you what mine is. I'm looking for somebody outside of these party lines because I've had enough, because bipartisanship is the new issue in our country. It is not your class. It is not your education. It is not your color. Right now, it is not your sexual orientation. It is nothing but partisan problems that we are facing in this moment. And this country is becoming more divided by the second because of the issue of which side do you want to believe in, the Democrats or the Republicans, red or blue. And I'm going to say it for the record again. I am so shocked that y'all don't even see how many parties these politicians in Chicago are still throwing while they're yelling, we are in a state of emergency and having a crisis. I never said that they shouldn't have fun, but go research how many parties, fundraisers, galas, events, photo ops they're doing right now. That's why I'm not happy with none of them. A whole lot of them is bullshitting if you ask me. Because you can't show me that they have had the same amount of informational sessions, community forums, resource allotments, or anything else. Let me tell y'all something for a fact. They bullshitting like a motherfucker because guess what? I'll say it again. If in Illinois, this is a Democrat stronghold, they don't need nobody to give them permission to get the resources and to redirect them for wherever they want them to go. There is literally somebody with a $20 million war chest. Or is it 200 million? I can't remember. The Speaker of the House, go look at his war chest. So, I'm sorry I went off on a tangent. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry I went on a tangent. Because this is absolutely fascinating to watch this unfold. But my community is basically letting it be clear. What y'all talking about? This was good. Don't nobody want to let them be heard. So I'm just going to do it in my little part of the earth. If I'm not mistaken, this is earlier today or yesterday. I can't remember.
The executive orders are about ensuring that we are protecting the people of Chicago and defending our democracy. I've given very direct instructions to ensure that all of our sister agencies and our city departments are doing just that, upholding the local ordinances and, again, protecting and defending the rights of every single resident. You know, as far as, you know, being able to enforce the measures that we've put forward, one, we're going to use every single tool that's available to us. And as I've stated before, you just heard the governor express it as well. This battle is going to take place in the courts and in our communities. Here's what's most important here, is that the people in this city, in this state, and throughout the county, is that we're all united around protecting the fundamental right to be able to have a democracy. And that's going to simply mean that we're going to have to organize on the ground. This is not just simply about a battle between authority. This is about making sure that the 700 people who showed up on the north side of Chicago to organize, to build the resistance, that's a clear example of how the organizing on the ground plays an incredible role in defending people. It's going to take everything: litigation, executive orders, legislation, and I believe most importantly, the people of this city and county and the state and throughout the country pushing back against tyranny. Thank you.
Calling for a civil war causing violence? Is there civil war language and calling?
First of all, who the hell was that random lady walking in the background of a whole press conference? That was so interesting to watch. Who is this lady? Does anybody know who this lady is? Because you got the mayor, the governor, and the president of Cook County doing a joint press conference, and some lady just randomly walks behind them hugging everybody. Who is she? Hold on. Let me play it.
In our communities, here's what's most important here is that the people in this city, in this state, and throughout the county is that we're all united around protecting the fundamental right to be able to have a democracy. And that's going to simply mean that we're going to have to organize on the ground. This is not just simply about a battle between.
I'm sorry, y'all. I get distracted by the weirdest stuff. Who is that lady? And where's what? All right. Outside of that, being very much so focused, this is what I'm going to say. If there was ever a time, this is what I think is where it gets interesting. This is, again, is my little bitty pebble as a ripple in a larger ocean. And I'm going to say this, and I don't know if anybody's going to hear me, but I'm begging y'all to hear me. This is not about those things. We have not overcome because we don't know where to fight is. So I'm going to tell you where the fight is. Please listen to the sound of the words that are coming out of my mouth. Hear me, please. Please hear me. Ooh, come close to the screen. I got to get out. All right, I'm going to play this song. All right, y'all. If I need to rap it, I'm going to do that for y'all, but I ain't doing that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the phone lines in 1 second, but I really need you to hear me. This is the moment. I went recently and I purchased a car. And in purchasing the car, I experienced something that I wasn't used to, and I bought many cars in my life. But what I did, or what I'm used to, is that you have a lot of different lenders who look at your car or your application, and they all give you an offer. But there's something different when the banks are fighting for your business because you have a 100% payment rate, never missing a payment. It's a change that happens. Now they're fighting the other offers, lowering it, giving you better things or incentives. Like literally, it's an entire, there is an entirely different process when they're the same people who are offering you something are fighting over you. Did you get that? All right. So go with me. Hopefully I can make this make sense. The Democrats and the Republicans right now are fighting each other over you. They're fighting over you. So what has to happen, people of color, you all got to get out of the mustard and ketchup. There's no more waiting. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Hear the words that are coming out of my mouth. Forget about personality conflicts, beasts, and who you do and do not like. Forget about what you got to do, what's important, what's not important. But right now, if there was ever a moment, get the government to fight over you. And so what I'm trying to tell you is this is what I'm going to try. I'm going to go into South Shore and I'm going to simply say this. We got to get as many black people together and we need to hold a massive press conference and we need to say, hey, this issue was dumped in our community, and while everybody debating on any of that about their placement, put us at the table of the conversation. Mr. President, send the resources and the help. I'm telling you. If the black community come together and start talking about the plight of the community, shift the narrative, not keep the narrative, shift the narrative, get added to the conversation. This will literally be the moment this will be the moment. And how is it that big of a moment? Like I said it before, everybody is up for election except for Napoleon Harris. He's the only one that doesn't have a challenger. Absolutely amazing to me. Everybody's job is up for grabs. The president of the United States, for the first time unprecedentedly, is literally trying to outdo the local government. They're fighting each other. They will not acknowledge the parts where they get it right. They only want to talk about the moments when they get it wrong. But beyond that, what's even more interesting is Both sides are not communicating with each other. So there is absolute chaos and pandemonium that is in our government. This is not the time to be divided. This is not the time to be separated. This is the time to be heard and to become literally the architects of something greater. Did that make sense? Please, did it make sense? I know it wasn't a Picasso or a masterpiece, but please, Lord, let these people hear me. I'm not going to fight immigration. I'm going to fight for the plight of Americans. And I'm not going to allow them to take the black man and the black woman out of that conversation. And there's so many other things going on the federal level. But the whole world is watching Chicago. How crazy would it be to have the whole world watching your house and you not speak up or be seen? Don't let this moment pass you by. But I want to apologize to you all in advance if you don't understand this moment. I do not agree with them snatching people randomly. But I do not agree with us giving millions to people who are undocumented and giving crumbs, bits, and kibbles to people who are citizens. I do not believe in allowing our spaces to be overrun and saturated, and there to be no regulation, no knowledge of who is and what is and how is. I don't agree with it. But I'm going to say this today. I've made my position clear. This is where I stand. And everybody who's going to leave me on the other side of this, I understand. For the first time since 2017, I had a unit in my organization called the Vets. And I had never lost one. We never argued. We never had a problem. They've done amazing, extensive research. They're one of my most prized groups because of the people who makes up the group, and they've never missed a beat. But there was some internal conflict in my organization that put some of people on shaky ground. Our organization continues to grow. We've lost nothing in a significant way. But when Charlie Kirk transitioned, my statements were not palatable and they were hard for some. And I lost half of what I thought was an impenetrable unit. I am not worried about who leads me when I'm speaking the truth as I believe it. I'm too optimistic of what God sends me on the other end of that. We got to get over this moment with sense. Policy that pushes the people of the areas to a better place. My position is clear now. Thank you, President Trump. I would love to engage the president or the White House or any of the groups I talk to about how it's done. But I'm not mad it's being done. They are literally addressing things that people couldn't and would not have gotten addressed. They didn't pick a random building. They're not infiltrating. They're not doing it in ignorance. This operation was done in intelligence. It was done because they were called. It was done with conditions already damn near deplorable. And the federal government saved lives. They didn't just save lives. They potentially changed them for the better. And I may, again, have my spots where I'm challenged. But I'm not the type of person that will act like you didn't do right when you did. They did the right thing. The evidence, the facts shows that. But the opinions and the rhetoric and the agendas of many would never do it. I hope I said something that added value to you. No, I said I was going to open the phone lines. I'm not going to open the phone lines. I changed my mind. I'll take 5 questions. And then I'm going to go pack my bag. I'm going to head to the airport. I'm going to make my way to the city of Chicago. Over the next few days, you all will see me on the ground. I'm going to be boots on the ground addressing this situation, as well as trying to get my community to come together and to add our pain to the conversation. But what I am very clear on is you're going to be shocked, because what you've been hearing may be challenged a little bit with what people are really saying. That is why they would not do these press conferences on the South or the West side of Chicago. People are not as mad about it as you think. To be honest, they ain't mad at all. All right. And they called me. V-Nots, they called me. And here's my solemn promise. Chicago is different. Don't fuck with me in my city. I promise you, I mean what I say. Don't try to fuck with me within the city lines of the city of Chicago. It's going to be a different ball game. I promise you that. It's going to be a real different ball game. And I'll say this so that I'm clear. Give me respect. It'll be better if you take me up out of here, because I'm like those men in the beginning of this video. I'm not afraid to die. I'm not afraid to fight. I'm not afraid to pray, to cry, or anything else. And I certainly ain't afraid to defend myself. And I will beat your ass if you think you're going to make me a victim. It will not, has not, and it's not going to ever happen. Not on my watch. And I do it all as a man of faith in God. Is there any questions? Y'all, what a broadcast, right? What a topic to take on. What an assertion to make while you up here kissing ass. You don't have no pool with no damn body. Stop acting like you go back for Fannia's money, because that is what the whole live last night was about. Okay, Mark, have a good night. Anybody else? Anybody has any questions? See how that comment, I think you was expecting to get a rise. You can't. Just know this. I would love for you to say that to my face. And that's what y'all worried about. Me getting Fannia's money. I don't need Fannia's money. I actually told her I don't want any of her money. And for the record, exactly, can't even spell her name right. For the record, if you ask Fannia, I think that she'll talk more about what we gave than what we tried to get. See, that's what you see. That right there is very revealing. Who on here thinking about Fannia's money? That was about Fannia's money? Really? That's what you reduced to? Because y'all don't even know what honor, integrity, fight look like. Why didn't I get Jamari's money? Why didn't I get any of the money that anybody ever fought for? Sit down, keep on being, no, stand up, watch me. But you'll never say that to my face. I put that on the record. You will never say that to my face. And I'm putting it on the record. I will beat you fucking blind and deaf if you ever disrespected me like that in my face. So there go your challenge. Find me, I'm not hard to find, and just say those words to me. I am not looking to be the favorite, but I'm going to be clear here. I'm not playing with nobody who think they're going to play with me. I will beat your ass. Now clip that and make sure you keep it and replay it.
So that when you get to calling me a gangster and a thug and all of that, remember I said what I said. You disrespect me in my face. I done literally fuck you. Do you know how many thousands of dollars I paid for that fight, flights I've taken? Don't be worried about my restoration. It's already upon my life. Talking about, that was about literally, absolutely amazing. You your broke ass. You a broke bitch to be sitting around worried about somebody else's pockets. I do not worry about anybody else's pockets. I literally spent the first half of this conversation saying that I celebrate the fact that I'm feeding you fucking faggot. Fuck fools. I'm trying to hold my mouth back because they want to get crazy right now. And y'all think this YouTube shit is too important to y'all. Did you look at the viral video from Polk County teacher singing happy birthday to the little black boy? No, I didn't get to see that. This internet shit too serious for them. You better shut your dumb ass up. I was waiting on a question. I was just expressing myself. 4 questions. DeMarcus Jones got it out. Man, please. Boy, if Fania gave me $1, I'ma dance and do all kind of shit on the internet and piss y'all stupid asses off. Y'all wanted to say nothing came out of it. Now you worried if I'm gonna be blessed because of it. That's your concern. We good over here. Next. Can we see Kyra? Hey, mama. They want to see you. Here, right? Okay. Denise, I got you. That'll be what I do at the end. 3 more questions. 3 more questions. I don't see no questions. I'm going to get Kyra. That's how we'll end our live for the day. Give me a second. Dang, y'all want to see Kyra for real like that? 4 people. Please, Kyra. Let me see Kyra. Kyra ain't asked me about y'all. She literally, but Kyra growing up, she just sitting here being a good girl. Yes, mama. Somebody want to see you. Mark joined 3 days ago because it's one of them pussies. Kyra, yeah, they joined 3 days ago. It's one of them pussies in a fake page. They so butthurt about my success. It ain't gonna stop. Up, here you go, destroying shit. Took you 10 seconds to start biting stuff. Kyra. You not listening to me? Kyra. Come here. Here. Stay there. Stay there. Look, talking to Mike. Say something. Say something. Kyra. Say something. Would you say something? No. Stop. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Come here. Come here. Come here, mama. Say something in the mic. Say something. Kyra. Why are you not talking? You normally talk. Say something. Kyra. She don't want to talk. She is so interested. She knows what I'm saying. Come here. Come here. Come here. Get your butt over here. Now, you know I don't play that. I done asked you 3 times. Mama. I'ma get you. I'ma get you, mama. I'ma get you. Yeah. They want to see you. I'm trying to let them see you. Tickle, 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 tickle. Come here. Come here. Come here. Kyra. All right. Is you done? Y'all done saying it now? They ain't seen you in months. You destroy. Okay, so Kyra destroys everything. As you can see, we now have a tear on our headphones, and she's gonna just tear it all up. And these earphones, very, very costly. Now, a big ass monkey bite in it. Congratulations. Thank you, Denise, for wanting to see Kyra. Kyra was literally for over 2 hours minding her business, being a good little girl. Now she done came over here and she's destroying daddy's headphones. Thank you so much, Denise. Appreciate it. And she's gonna literally destroy them. She's gonna finish it off. And when it's done, it's not gonna look like, it's just gonna look terrible now. Thank you. Come here. Come here. Come here, mama. Kyra. She's trying to take my hat off now. That's what she does. Let me show y'all. Let me see if I can get her to do something. Hey, 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 Look. Come here. Look. Ah! Did you bite my ear? No. Don't bite my ear. Just told you about doing that. Yeah. She bit the shit out of me. Hold on. Look. 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 Say something to this mic. Say, get your butt over here. Come here. Say something in the mic. Say it. Say, I gotta praise. Come here. Stop biting that. Get up. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Stop. This what I be doing to her when she stop trying to grab stuff all day. You trying to grab stuff, so she trying to bite me. Here, look. Look. And then I'm like, look. Now don't move. Let me see your teeth. Let me see your teeth. Let me see your teeth. Let me see. Hey. I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing. I said stop. We're not playing. We not playing. You think I'm playing with you? You think I'm playing? Huh? You think I'm playing? Huh? You think I'm playing? You think I'm playing with you? Look. Hold on. Hold on. Pause. Hey, pause. Relax. Yes, relax, mama. Hold on. Relax. Kyra, relax. I can't even, I'm trying to. Girl, I'm telling you to relax. Calm down. All right, now look. Kyra, look. Mama, look. Kyra, look this way. See, I promise y'all, she know what she's doing. She's intentionally trying not to look. I swear. Y'all, I'm not lying. Watch this. Look. Kyra, look. Look this way. Kyra, look. Look. Girl, look. Get your, if you don't, put your face right there and look. Now look at that damn screen. Now you pause. Relax. Yep. Look. Look at the screen. Look. They trying to see your face. Show them your teeth. Kyra, I'm not playing with you. You finna get in trouble. Hold on, strong little butt, little strong self. Look, let daddy see your teeth. Let daddy see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see your teeth. Yeah, good girl. I see them. You see them teeth? Thank you. Lord have mercy. There you go. Y'all just had a whole amount all that time with Kyra. Y'all wanted to see her. There she go with her bad butt. Go to bed. Go get in your bed. Go get in your bed. Go to bed. Go to bed. Oh yeah, she being bad. I normally don't have to tell her stuff like, go to bed. Kyra, go to bed. Go get in the bed. Go get in your bed. Go get in your bed. Go to bed. Kyra, you not listening? Come here. Chill out. Ball you up. Chill out. When she was little, she used to love this, but now she don't even let me do it no more. Ball you. Get in the ball. Come on, get in the ball. Get in the ball. Get in the ball. See, I could ball her up in my hands. See, that's how you calm her down. You got to ball her up. Okay, just relax. I'm literally got her balled up in my hands, like for real. As you can see, she balled. Kyra, this is funny. You got me entertaining these people. Look, see, this is the best way to calm her down. Put her ass in a ball. Poosh! That's what I do. That's what I used to do to her. All right. I'm done. Oh, snaps, Kyra. They wanted to see you, and now they see us both. It's me and Kyra, and that's the show. I hope y'all had a good time. I don't know what y'all about to do, but I'm finna go and get on the plane and come on down to Chicago and see what about is going on and what y'all saying, y'all. Hope my soundboard is working, but if not, I don't want to sound crazy again. But Kyra, no longer being good, mama outside. I'm taking that out of your snack budget. You ain't having no snacks, because now I gotta get new headphones. All right, y'all. Peace.
Yo. Can I get in on this? I want another one, two. 1, 2. Oh, you thought it was through. This was just one assignment, boo. Judge checking with God, getting next instructions. You need an advocate, reach out, he might be coming.
This young black king needs no introduction. When he shows up, haters hate seeing him coming.
And no, he's not Mal.
I got a question that I want to ask y'all. See, this is the thing. Somebody talking about I'm trying to get money, right? I haven't filed my lawsuit, but let me just say it like this. I just want to say it like this. I have decided that I'm going to sue Dalton. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Oh! Where'd the tack go? Anyway, the wall is coming down. Oh, Denise! Okay, so and I gotta put up my board. Anyway, long story short, I don't even know what the tag went. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. So get back. Or get beat up. I gotta put it up later. All right, so I'm going to sue Dalton, but y'all, I need y'all to really hear this. Do you know that I think just off the fact that I got an air tag that's tracked back to a number associated with the police department, the fact that I got a traffic stop initiated outside of his jurisdiction, they lied to get other law enforcement agencies to act against me. The mayor's lawyer got up and said that I had a knife at the Thornton Township meeting. That's defamatory. It was far and widespread seen. Trust me, if I was thirsty for money, I would have been filed my lawsuit. I just haven't done it because I'm trying to navigate it. I went to jail fighting this fight. Not even just that, but there are tons of other things that I never talked about. So this is what I want to say to Mark with your bum ass. Ain't nobody over here checking for no dollars. But get this, I am going to have my moment in my day. And when it comes, it's going to, oh, happy day, oh, happy day, oh, happy day, oh, happy day. When Jesus was, 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 wash my sins away, and my debt's about to be paid. Oh, happy day. So when that money comes, oh, when it comes, I'll be debt free, and that shit going to me. Da 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 da. Now remember that when you get done talking.
Yo. Can I get in on this? I want another one, two. 1, 2. Oh, you thought it was through. This was just one assignment, boo. Judge checking with God, getting next instructions. You need an advocate, reach out, he might be coming.
This young black king needs no introduction. When he shows up, haters hate seeing him coming.
And no, he's not Malcolm, he's not Martin either. He got his own style.
Ja-da-da-ya, we see ya. This crew, they not looking for the credit. Advocates on the move. This crew, shifting the atmosphere. advocates on the move.
And when he comes through, you know they coming too. Hey yo, INA, where you at? What it do? They got receipts, they got them files. They gone investigating advocate, holding it down. And when it comes to intel, you know they showing out. You're smiling in Jed's face. Hold up, check that file. Don't run up on them either, they always in the crowd. INA got his back, you don't know when they around.
This crew, they not looking for the credit. Advocates on the move. This crew, shifting the atmosphere. Advocates on the move.
And then there's Jed's mother, you know she gon' speak. She praying for the people, prophesying what she see.
Jed, God got you covered, he's holding you down. He's showing you his favor, his mercy, his power.
So always stay humble, give God your best. Remember you're a man, ain't no S on your chest. You know where help come